Namaste. Welcome back to our space. Hoping this finds you comfortable and well. So we're going to be sitting for a little while. So if you find this difficult, you can always choose to kneel and pad your buttocks with cushions or books. I've got a big cushion underneath me to allow the hips to be higher than the knees. So by all means, pause your recording just to get all that you need. And to now allow yourself to settle. So we need to give the body time to arrive. Give the body time to catch up with ourselves. Sometimes we can be so busy that we can walk right past ourselves and miss what's there. So let's sit and wait for the whole of us to arrive. And take your awareness particularly into where your body presses down on the surface supporting it. So where the buttocks and the sit bones meet your cushion or the floor. And where your legs meet the floor. And where your hands naturally choose to rest on your body. Let them find their place. And then become aware of the whole of your body. Feel the whole of your body as a presence in this space. From the crown of your head down through face, neck, shoulders, arms, torso, pelvis, thighs, knees, and lower legs into the feet. Feel this body. And meet your breath. Where you most clearly can feel it. Maybe it's the air moving across the lining of your nostrils. The cool breeze of the breath. Maybe you feel the movement of the breath in your throat or the chest or the belly. Doesn't matter where, just taking your attention there. And find the very beginning of the next new breath, where it emerges from. And follow it all the way in to that point where it seems to pause and then become an all the way out breath. And follow it all the way out to that moment of pause before it becomes a brand new in-breath. Just continue with this. Aware of the whole body as it breathes. And as you're aware of the body as it breathes, become aware of your sit bones and your tailbone. And at the same time, the crown of your head. Aware of the tailbone and the crown of the head. And at the same time as being aware of the tailbone and the crown of the head, become aware of your shoulders, the right shoulder and the left shoulder. And as you notice the right and the left shoulder, the crown of the head and the tailbone, just notice that shape that it makes, this diamond shape. And taking your awareness to your tailbone, on the next in-breath, imagining drawing a line that follows that breath from the tailbone to the left shoulder, almost like a spider spinning a thread. And then as you breathe out, let that thread be spun from the left shoulder to the crown. And as you breathe in, it flows from the crown to the right shoulder. And as you breathe out, from the right shoulder to the tailbone. And just continue with this. So breathing in, tailbone to left shoulder, out left shoulder to crown, in crown to right shoulder, out right shoulder to tail. So now going at the pace that suits your breath. And as you do this, allow that gentle thread that's being woven from one point to the next to be soft and silky, just like your breath, soft and smooth. No effort, just a gliding of the thread of the breath. And as you do this, become aware of this diamond shape, the diamond within the thread. And this diamond is you, the diamond within you. Know that that place of peace and stillness is always available to you. All that we need to do is to create the right environment to meet it. And that requires a pause and stillness. So now as we move towards a more movement-based practice, if your eyes were closed, just gently opening them. And if you're sitting on a block or a cushion, move that aside. And bring the soles of your feet to meet each other. And let your cupped hands hold your feet. And we're just going to very gently flap the wings of our butterfly. Gently inviting a little bit of opening now in the hips. And then releasing. And crossing your legs. Holding your knees. And then let's gently circle the body as if we're drawing a circle around the tailbone. Inhaling as we roll back, exhaling as we move forward. And then let's change direction. Exhale forwards, inhale back. Relaxing and releasing the hips. And then slowly coming back to stillness. Noticing the spine, a sense of drawing up of the back of the crown of the head like a puppeteer string, lifting the spine. And then to invite a little bit more opening in the hips, extend the right leg and lift the left leg up as if we were going to cradle it a bit like a baby. So we're just going to hold that right leg and gently rock from side to side. And aware of the sensation in the left hip, almost as if the left hip bone is stirring a pot. And as we rock, let this left knee sort of move back behind us as best as it can. And then let's slow that down. And take your index finger and your middle finger and pop it between the big toe and the next finger, and let the thumb wrap around the outside. And then we're going to inhale, moving towards straightening the front leg. And hold that and breathe, drawing the navel in towards the spine. And then bend the knee and extend the leg out to the side. Bending in, extending out in front. Bending the knee, extending out to the side. Going at the pace that feels comfortable for you. And then bending the knee in, interlinking the fingers and cupping, actually maybe not interlinking the fingers, just cupping around the outside edge of the left foot. And then we're going to draw the left big toe towards the nose. And we're sort of steering the left knee almost like a rudder behind us. And relax the shoulders and soften the jaw. And just allow the alchemy in the hip to release. And then let this left foot rest on your right side, if that feels comfortable. If it doesn't, let it rest on the floor. And we can gently invite a little bit of opening in that left hip by guiding the knee down. We're not pushing, we're not forcing. We are our own best friend, so let's be really kind to this friend, this transport for life. Our body is our transport. Let's service it and look after it and care for it. And then let's release that leg along the floor. And take a moment to notice how that feels. Maybe give the toes a wiggle and rotate. And then let's bend the left knee in and take the index finger and middle finger, park it between the big toe and the thumb wraps around the outside. Actually, I've forgotten something. We're going to rock and roll this side first, so let's do that first. That gentle rocking and rolling. Yes. Stirring the hip bone and the thigh bone in the pelvis. Inviting that knee to sort of move round to the side. And relaxing the jaw. Feeling the movement of the breath. And then slowing that down. Now we'll hold around the big toe. And let's extend that leg out in front. And then bending the right knee and extend out to the side. bending, extending in front. Bending out to the side. Excuse the sound effects. That's my dog having a clean, sorting himself out. And then release. And then cupping the hands around the outside of the right foot, drawing the right big toe towards the nose. And like the knee being a rudder, we're steering it round behind the body. Relaxing the shoulders and the jaw. And it doesn't matter if one big toe doesn't get as close to your nose as the other big toe. That's our unique life expressed through the body, and that's okay. And then settling that right foot on the left thigh. And gently inviting a little bit of an opening there. And then release. Stretching the toes. And then flexing. Stretching. And flexing. And then bending your knees in towards your body. Holding again around those big toes. Allowing the knees to relax out and the shoulders to soften. We're going to gently roll back onto, it's almost onto the buttocks and the tailbone, so that we're balanced. And then inhaling, extending the left leg out. And exhaling, folding in. Inhaling, extending the right leg out. And exhaling, folding in. Inhaling, extending. Exhaling, folding. And then, if it feels comfortable for you, we're going to lean back into the buttocks and extend both legs at the same time. So we're pushing our heels away, we're sliding the shoulders down the back, we're drawing the navel in towards the spine. And what helps this to be balanced is that we're just looking at one point in front of us. And then slowly relaxing back in, releasing the legs. Maybe give them a wobble and a shake. Okay. So now bending the left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot to the root of the right foot. If the knee doesn't meet the ground, you might want to get a blanket or a cushion and Pop it under your knee. That's a little bit high for me. So yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. And then notice your pelvis and allow that to rotate so that it's looking along the right leg. Excuse me, that's moving away from you. And the right heel is pressing away from you. And then we're going to inhale, reaching up tall, and exhale, reaching forwards. Inhaling, reaching tall, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, reaching forwards. Inhale, lifting, extending, lengthening. Exhale, reaching forwards, and then allow your hands to settle wherever they do. So it might be holding around the foot, might be holding around the shin, wherever feels comfortable for you. Lengthening the spine. So these arms are not pulling you forwards because maybe the arms are stronger than your back, and that could be uncomfortable. So let's allow the body to fold forwards without the help of the arms, and then we know it's organic and it's manageable and it's kind. Allow the head to bow. And just breathe here. And now taking your right hand and placing it round the instep of your right foot, or if it won't reach there, maybe just placing it along the inside of the calf. And then place the left hand on top. I'm going to turn around so I can show you this a little bit more easily. Okay, so then imagine that the left hand was holding the string of a bow, and we're going to inhale and open that bow wide, reaching up, twisting round, and then exhaling down. Inhaling, unfurling, opening, lifting. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, opening, and this time if it feels okay, just hold that for a few breaths, or undo it if that feels better. Notice where your neck wants to be. Is it okay looking at the raised hand, or is it more comfortable looking forwards? And then on the next exhale, folding back down. Reaching forward, inhaling up. And exhaling. Finnegan, come here, darling. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. Good chap. And then extending, sweetheart. Come round here. Over there, dear. Over there. Good boy. Over there. Good lad. This is so live. Come here, dear. Flynn, sit. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. So the hands are going to slide down behind you, fingertips pointing forwards, elbows towards each other. Point the toes down towards the ground and then lift the hips. So we're countering that forward fold. Your head can go back if it feels okay, or it can tip towards the breastbone if that feels better. And then exhaling down. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to turn around just so that I haven't got my back to you. You're a good lad. So we're going to bend now the right foot into the root of the left thigh. I'm going to use a blanket again. to support that slightly floating knee. And then let's turn the pelvis so that it is looking right. If we had headlights in the hip bones, they're shining forwards, not out to the side. And then we're inhaling, reaching up tall, and exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling, reaching tall, and exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling, reaching, lengthening, growing. Exhaling, folding forwards, and then holding whatever is available to you. So it might be the ankles, or the shin, or the calf. And again, we're not going to pull ourselves forward with the arms. That could be unkind to the back. Just allow the hinge at the top of the thighs to allow that folding forward, so the back decides what is okay. And take a few breaths here. And then we can take the left hand around the instep of the left foot, or around the inside of the left calf, and place the right hand on top. And then we're going to imagine we're holding the string of a bow, and we're going to draw that bow back, inhaling, opening, exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling, opening, and if it feels okay to hold that, then do. Otherwise, you can come out of it if you prefer. Again, acknowledging where your head and your neck most feel comfortable. And then on the exhale, releasing. Inhaling, reaching tall. Exhaling, hands settling down. Oops, I've just knocked over a glass of water. Oops. Excuse the sound effects. Hands, fingers pointing forwards. Toes pointing down. Elbows hugging in towards the body, and then lifting the hips. Head can either roll back or chin come to the breastbone. Really pressing the hands into the mat. And then settling back down. And then turning sideways on your mat, taking your legs wide, pulling the meat from under your sit bones. Allow your hands to rest on your thighs and shoulders to soften, heart and breastbone to lift, sit bones connected, and space between the vertebrae of your spine. And then pushing the heels away from you. Interlink your fingers, and let's imagine we're stirring a pot. So we're inhaling as we roll back, exhaling as we roll forward. If it feels too demanding on your inner thighs, then just bring your legs in a little, and that will ease that demand. exhaling forward, inhaling, reaching back, exhaling forward. And then slowing that down. And when you come to a sort of a vertical spine, let's just change direction. So exhaling forwards, going the counterclockwise. Aware of the movement. Maybe noticing how the backs of the thighs feel in different movements of this practice. And then slowly making that circle a little bit smaller and smaller until you come to stillness. Let's pause and notice how the body feels. Inhale, taking the arms wide. Exhale, turning to the left. Inhaling, turning to the right. Inhale, left. Exhaling, right. And then letting the hands settle. And shoulders soften. The spine lift. There's a beautiful downward facing dog with a waggy tail. Good boy. Oh, perfect downward dog. Right, come here, dear. Good boy. You sit there. Well done. Good lad. Thank you. Okay. So now we're going to inhale, reaching up tall. Oh, you found a fly. Flynn, sit down, dear. And then exhale forwards. Let the hands settle on the mat. The head faces, or the face faces the floor. And we inhale, straightening the arms. Exhale, bending the elbows. Inhale, straightening. Exhaling, bending. I'll give you a big love at the end of this, Finnegan. And then walking your hands over towards the right leg, one hand either side of the leg. Again, notice that pelvis that we want to sort of twist and for it to look over that leg. And we're inhaling, lengthening the arms, exhaling, folding. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, folding. And now taking the right arm and placing it on the floor on the inside of the leg. If that doesn't feel available, you could rest it on top of the leg. And then we're going to inhale, reaching up tall. Push the sky away from us with the palm of the hand. And then exhale over towards that right leg. So we don't want to fold this way. We want to keep the waist at the top of the body, at the facing the sky, as it were, rather than facing the side. And resting there. And then turning to face the right leg, let the elbow rest on the shin and create a shelf in your hand for your forehead. Just pausing here to breathe. So the hand is supporting the weight of your head. And you can really allow the heaviness to draw you towards the ground. And then lifting the head, taking the hands back to the floor, walking them across the floor. One hand either side of the left leg. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, softening. Inhaling, lengthening. And exhaling, softening. Inhaling, lengthening. And exhaling, softening. And then taking your left arm to the inside of your left leg, all on top. Drawing the right arm up, behind, turning the palm to face the sky, push the sky away, and then stretch over towards the left foot. Breathing into the right ribs. Softening the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders. And now turning to face the knee. Allowing the elbow to rest on the shin, or the knee, or the thigh, wherever it feels most comfortable. And support your forehead in the palm of your hand. And just rest here with your breath. Feeling the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. And then lifting the head, taking your hands to the floor and then walking them back midway. And pausing here, head's just hanging. If you find that your elbows can meet the ground, you might then want to rest your head in your own cupped hand. Alternatively, if that's not available to you, you could have a book here to support the elbows on the book. And now lifting the head out of the hands, walking the hands back towards the body, bringing the legs in, giving them a shake, and the body a shake. Just release. And then let's settle down into your mat. And then let's use this lovely practice by a lady called Liz Koch, who wrote a book on the psoas muscle and how to bring some softness and release into this muscle. And one of the practices she guides you through is where you're sort of breathing in through the soles of the feet up to the knees, and then breathing out and down through the thighs into the pelvis to invite a softening in the psoas. And I like to think of that out breath like a waterfall running down into the pool of the pelvis. So see how that feels for you. So breathing in through the soles of the feet up towards the knees, and then out like a gentle waterfall flowing down, bathing your pelvic bowl. Inhaling through the soles of the feet up to the knees. Exhaling, releasing, flowing down into the pool of the pelvis. So for those of you that have a TRE practice, you might want to move into your TRE practice now, bringing the soles of your feet together and awakening your tremors. And for those that don't have a TRE practice, you might want to just let the legs settle down now into Shavasana, grabbing your blanket, your pillows and all that you need, allowing the arms to move a little distance away from the body, and the palms to face up, the feet to fall out to the sides. And inviting a softening now of the whole body. All the doing is complete. The practice now is to rest in the land of being, feeling the sense of softening in the toes and between the toes. And the sense of softening in the soles of the feet and the tops of the feet. Releasing the ankles, softening the calves, getting a sense of relaxation in the knees and the thighs. Relaxing the buttocks and the muscles of the pelvis. And softening the belly. Softening the chest and the muscles between the ribs. Allowing spacious breath, full, open, freedom of the breath. Softening the shoulder blades and the shoulders. Releasing any holding in the arms, and the hands, and the fingers. Relaxing the throat, the jaw, and the mouth. Feeling into the space inside the mouth, inside of the right cheek and the left cheek, the roof of the mouth, and the floor of the mouth. Softening the upper gums and the lower gums, and letting the tongue just rest in the floor of the mouth. Feel the skin on your face, eyelids soft and gentle, the tip of the nose, the upper lip and the lower lip, and the space between the lips. And the skin of the face, and the space behind the face. And the breath coming and going. And then you might choose to continue into a long, nourishing Shavasana, or to slowly roll onto your side and make your way up to sitting or kneeling. Whatever you choose to do, just celebrate these moments of time with yourself. Thank you for sharing the practice. Namaste.